nice line. It looks like there are at least 3 bulldozers that are, to people's surprise at this moment, actually bulldozing the land. There's a helicopter above, there's security here, and hundreds of people have been marching up when they heard that the construction site is actually active right now.
My name is Jacob Johns.
And where are you from?
I'm from Spokane, Washington. I'm Hopi and I'm from Autumn. We're filming them in return.
Come on, guys! We gotta stop this! Why are we standing and watching? Get up there! Stop this! Let's go!
People have gone through the fence, men, women, and children. The bulldozers are still going, and they're yelling at the men in hard hats. One man in hard hat threw one of the protesters down, and they're marching over the dirt mounds. Some of the security have dogs. The 6 bulldozers are pulling back right now. People are marching forward in their tracks. There are men, women, and children. More security trucks are pulling up. Security has some kind of gas. People are being pepper sprayed. Sir, reporter from New York, what are you spraying people with?
I haven't sprayed anything, man.
But what is that?
The guy just maced me in the face right now. Amy Goodman, this guy maced me in the face.
Show us the label?
Look, it's all over my...
Threatening all of us with these dogs. And that woman over there, she was charging him, and it bit somebody right in the face, and then it charged at me and tried to bite me, and they're still threatening these dogs against us, and we're not doing anything.
Why are you letting her dog go after the protesters? It's covered in blood.
What the fuck's your dog gonna do? Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
After the protesters said that the dog was bloody from biting them, they then pulled the dogs away, and now pickup truck by pickup truck is pulling away. We'll see what happens. The protesters are moving in to ensure that the security leaves. Let's go check on this woman. What happened?
I just a lot of mace, and the sweat was dripping it in. The sweat was making it run down into my eyes. I had my glasses on, and that spared me the brunt of it, but then the sweat started putting it in.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
What's your name?
Raina Crow.
And what do you think you've accomplished today?
I hope we've accomplished letting Enbridge know that the people of this nation and the people of this world, tribal or otherwise, have withdrawn their social license to pollute water, and that they need to find an honest, nonviolent way to make a living.
Where are you from?
Duluth, Minnesota. I don't know more Duluth.
I got maced twice. I got bit by a dog. I was the front line.
Where did you get bit?
I got bit on the ankle where my boot is. So I told them they needed to leave, but the guy didn't believe me. So he didn't want to listen. He stuck his hand out and he maced me. This other guy, and I think he maced a lady too.
What did you accomplish today?
Protecting our water. That's what we were here to do, and that's what we did.
Where are your horses from?
Crow Creek, South Dakota.
And you came from there?
Yes, ma'am.
And so, describe the scene to us.
We protected our water, and we did a good job at doing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
controversy heating up with the Dakota Access Pipeline wanting to come through and go right underneath the Missouri.
We ride! For water! For water! For life! For life! We ride! We ride! For our people! For our people! For one nation! For one nation! We ride! We ride! For our brothers! For our brothers! And our sisters! And our sisters! We ride!
We're here at the start of the controversy of the Dakota. Lawsuits have been filed, gag orders have been filed, and there's been heated controversy. One thing that's really important about this story, they're having ceremony, they are having prayers, and they're also having legal strategization for what can be done to stop this pipeline.
Trying to clean it up, fighting with their insurance company, fighting with the Environmental Protection Agency. Enbridge says it's now cleaned up, but I was there a year ago. There was a water walk down to the Kalamazoo River, and after a number of people had walked there, you could see the oil on the banks of the river. So it has not been cleaned up.
The black snake that's being proposed here, its head, its brain is in Texas, where this corporation is. But its heart lies in Washington, D.C., by the lawmakers, the legislators, the court, the policymakers, who are enabling actions and irresponsible decisions to manifest and materialize before our eyes.
For her questions, comments, and floor is yours.
Thank you, and I think
others have stepped on tribal sovereignty and rights as well as our environment. If you look at the history going back to 1851, when the Treaty of Fort Laramie set aside reservation lands.
We're here today to discuss the urgent need to stop the Dakota Access Pipeline and to highlight the need for greater environmental justice throughout Indian country. The DAPL will be dug through the treaty promised lands of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, unearthing burial grounds and sacred sites and posing a near constant threat to the tribe's water supply.
taking a stand, no matter what the issue is, no matter who it is to, even though we have had all these traumas passed down to us for generations and generations, we are beginning to heal from those things. So this is just, it's not just the Dakota Access Pipeline issue, it's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger for Indian country because we are going to be able to unite again. And this, we have been saying over and over that this is not just a Native American issue, this is a human race issue. We are doing this to protect our human race because without water we can't survive. Without
everything went peacefully. Not exactly sure what they were expecting, but what happened next gave them something to talk about for a long time. It started when one lady crossed the line and shook hands with a police officer, and then everybody in the water protector movement that was there lined up and walked down and shook their hands. One warrior even brought his very well-trained horse down the line and let it shake hands with the officers too. They couldn't resist reaching up and petting it on the nose. Shaking hands with the officers, at least most of them.
Yes, sir. Understand. This man's hands are full. He can't shake my hand.
Their determination to protect the water and land they hold sacred, Native Americans took to traditional canoes near a protest camp in North Dakota. They want to stop construction of an oil pipeline that would tunnel beneath the Missouri River just outside the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation.
Has provided us with everything we need from the land, the water. And when you have the potential of big business, big companies coming in and want to devastate our lands for the name of profit, that is totally unacceptable to us as Indian people.
A U.S. federal judge is due to rule on September 9th on whether pipeline construction should stop.
If a pipeline spills, but when a pipeline spills. You have significant risks to a vast amount of drinking water to supply to North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, all the way down.
Tribal officials say pipeline construction would also destroy sacred prayer sites and burial grounds.
There's a spirit awakening where our kids are going to find their way back to these sites. But if these sites are destroyed and gone, it's all for none. So that's the most important thing for future generations to connect with who we are.
About 1,000 people live in the camp in tents and teepees. They've set up a self-sufficient community. Volunteers bring food. Cooks prepare soup and vegetables. Others are assigned to chop wood.
We took that from them. So when the Dakota Access come to our shores and said it was a done deal, we had no choice but to resist. Because if we don't, they're going to take us over that precipice with them. So, Major, I won't shut them because of how disconnected.